my name is Echo. Welcome to your January 2025 tarot reading. We are in a new moon at this time, and this is a black moon, meaning it is the second new moon of a calendar month. We are very much on the edge of New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve. So this is a perfect time to use that new moon energy to reestablish what plans we have and what works for us and leave what doesn't so we can start fresh and start new. This is perfect for New Year's Eve, so this is a great time to say make New Year's resolutions. I just want to let you know this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the Animal Spirit Oracle deck. You have the Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. So, my beautiful Leo, you are very proud energy. You are very creative. But this means taking every little bit of what's offered to you and finding a way to rehash that out in a new way that allows you to create from what you have. So at this time, this card tells me you are actually looking at that and seeing where you've been, what you've been through, what new skills and talents and abilities and knowledge you've gained, so you can use those to your benefit moving into 2025. I love that for you because that is actually a great way to start off the year. Taking from our past lessons is how we grow and how we learn. And it's important to use that knowledge in a forward movement. Otherwise, what are you really doing, right? The Moon Phase Oracle deck offers us acceptance. So sometimes we can't have everything we want in life, my beautiful Leo, and sometimes we can't put together all the ends just the way we want to. There is an important part of acceptance that has to come with that because things have to happen in their time. But this also includes the relationships and the individuals around us. We have to be willing to accept that not everybody is for us, and the people who are for us have to be willing to accept us the way we are. Sometimes the status quo is okay to change if something isn't working, which is very much the energy of the new year. And other times, we do need to pour ourselves into the direction and go with the flow as things are and just accept them for what they are. And there's nothing wrong with that, Leo. This just means that you're taking the creative energies that are already at work and using them in concert with things you have gained and the knowledge you have gained yourself. So let's go forward with the Golden Thread Tarot to keep this ball rolling. You have the Pillar. You may be the pillar of strength for somebody at this time, the crying shoulder for someone to lean on. It also indicates that you're moving forward with a very solid energy. There's a lot of strength upholding the entire structure of what is as far as society goes. And I like to think that Leo is a big part of that. Yes, there are a zodiac of all the different signs in different roles at play here because we are all people. We all have roles to play. I get that. But Leos are a very creative energy. So when we're moving forward and it's time to start a new year and bring new endeavors into a new chapter, I guess you could say, Leos are a key player in that because you operate from a very strong place, a very confident place, and others who maybe can't operate exactly on your level do see you as the shining beacon, and they do see you as a bit of a support system. And this tells me that at this time, you're very much feeling that. So your friend group, your family, the people you know, coworkers maybe, are going to see the confidence you have and the strength you have, and they may lean on you as January progresses. And that's okay, Leo. Just be sure when they're leaning, they don't lean too far and sort of knock you over, right? Not literally, but I mean, don't let anyone else's plans impede your own, because some people can very easily steal our light if we let them. So moving forward, the Runic Oracle deck has the Lovers. Somebody is coming to support you at this time. The Lovers is a card that indicates Gemini, so there could be a Gemini in your midst. But it is also the card of partnerships, brotherhood, and unions, things like that. The rune on the individual's chest in this is known as Gabo, which means gift. It is also a symbol of brotherly love and unity. So at this time, while you are the strength of others, you may find that there are times where you need to lean back on them as well. We don't need to bowl over anybody to get what we want. Leo, we're not about that. You can be prideful, you can be confident, and all those. Those are very wonderful things. But just know that every now and then we all need a shoulder to lean on. We all need someone to be in our corner as well. And the Lover's card indicates that you do have that moving through January. There may also be a choice on offer for you here. The Lovers is also known as the choice card. So you are going to have choices to make and things open up to you. And that's wonderful because when you have the nothing wasted, this tells me that you're making use of the things in your life that other people may not have noticed are still important. And you're taking the knowledge and the lessons and all that moving forward, making the most of every situation. So having somebody in your corner who can maybe bring insight on how you can use those things is a great benefit to you. So let's go ahead and throw some tarot cards for my lovely Leo and see what we have coming. What does Leo have for January 2025? January 2025. Okay, here we go. You have the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Knight of Swords reversed. These two are reversed. So the Page of Cups tells me that there are surprises as you step into January. Somebody may surprise you with a love offer or perhaps a partnership, a friendship even, that serves you in a way that's beneficial. It's going to bring you some sort of joy that you did not see coming. It could be trying things in a different way you didn't expect. It could be a greater benefit to your new endeavor that you didn't even think was a possibility. But the Page of Cups is very much something good. Something good and happy is coming. So you're stepping into January with a very bold, happy, and fresh start. So I love this. This is a great way to start off the month and the new year. The King of Swords is a king of bold understanding. He has a good head on his shoulders, and he is very wise. As he sits in the middle of the forest atop his throne, bathed in a golden robe, he doesn't feel the need to go forward and, hole up in his castle. He's very happy being out in the open, being genuine, being himself, where he can impart his wisdom to anyone who should happen upon him. So given that you're sitting out here in, say, the middle of the woods, tells me you are stepping into the open with whatever it is you're doing. There's no need for you to keep anything secret at this point because you have a good understanding and a good head on your shoulders, Leo, about what it is you're trying to create. And I like this. I like this so much because so many people have to hide their beautiful light because they're afraid. And, given the society we live in today, that's okay. It's all right to be afraid of what may happen. It's all right to be a little bit worried that someone doesn't have the best intent, but we've already seen that someone will be in your corner. You do have a partnership coming here, okay, of some sort. So it's okay to be honest, open, and in your situation, just be sure you're behaving this way with whoever this individual is because they will appreciate it. There's no need to ruin a good thing, right? Next, you have the Five of Cups in reverse. The Five of Cups in reverse indicates a letdown. Okay, I hate to say it because we were vibing very high at this point. This may be just taking stock of things that let you down in the past because you're not wanting to waste anything. But this could indicate that a little bit of a letdown or a setback you aren't anticipating could pop up. It doesn't mean the end of the world. It's not the apocalypse. That's totally fine, Leo. Just know that if there are any setbacks, they don't need to be complete devastation. Take what works and move forward and just learn from the rest, okay? Setbacks happen. That's life, okay? 2 steps forward, 1 step back is sometimes the progress we make, but it's okay. The Knight of Swords in reverse indicates a little bit of confusion, and I'm guessing it's going to come from this setback. You may have to rehash an idea. You may have to limit your communication on something until you have a better idea of how you want to say something, how you want to convey the idea. Maybe go back to the drawing board. And I'm not really seeing like a conflict with anybody here. It's more or less just it may be about the partnership itself. It may be about your plans. There does need to be a new way of thinking or a new way of communicating because that will help the project or the situation, maybe the partnership itself, move forward. But right now you're saying, take me as I am. This is how I am. I am Leo. Next, you have the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Three of Cups. So the Five of Wands is very much a card of conflict, but if you'll notice, these knights are riding on these dragons, and they could very easily be using swords. Instead, they are using wands. They are in practice. So if there is conflict, it's very much practice makes perfect. If you get knocked down, get back up, okay? Because wands are very passionate energy, a very fiery energy, just like you, Leo. So if you feel like something isn't working out quite well from the get-go, that's okay. You're just in training. You're just stepping into your power and working out whatever it is you're trying to figure out. But you know what? That's part of the fun, getting where we're going, right? It's the journey. Because if you thought of something and instantly got it, I mean, what would be the point? You would miss all the twists and the turns and the lessons along the way, let alone making friends. The Four of Pentacles says that you are very aware of your financial situation and where you stand. This may indicate that your current job is something you're considering addressing in a different way, or you're just looking to maybe not leave a job, but change the way you work in a way that works for you. This may indicate that you've considered burnout as a very real possibility, and you want to stop that before it happens again. You want to stop that before it takes too much of your time and your energy yourself. So the Four of Pentacles says if you need to address something in the financial or the very physical realm, it's okay to do that at this time as we progress throughout the month, because you want to be on solid ground when you go forward with your plans, right? The High Priestess is all about a wisdom, a very powerful magical energy. She knows all the secrets of the universe, and she knows the art of the craft, being magic, so she knows what it takes to get the job done. But sometimes you need to take whatever it is that you're working on and really give it that extra push, okay? She is the card of secrets, but I'm talking more about like knowledge in magic, the hidden secrets that not everybody sees. So this is implying that there may be a subtle tactic that you're going to need to use that other people may not have considered. And there needs to be an approach that is outside the norm, something that feels like absolute magic to give your project or your endeavor that extra oomph. The Three of Cups indicates that there is a gathering that's going to come from this. So if you're working on a project that requires some sort of event or some sort of party to take place in order to gather a following, do that. You may find your aha moments and your best wisdom comes from those gatherings or meeting somebody at a party. And that's fantastic, because sharing ideas is the best way to get clarity on your own. Somebody may offer an insight that you didn't otherwise consider. So I like that that card is there, because as you finish out the month of January, you're going to maintain the support that you found at the beginning. So let's draw some cards for advice for Leo and see what January has. What can we do to make January run just a little bit smoother? You have the Two of Swords in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the World. So the Two of Swords in reverse indicates that it's time for you to remove any blockages, particularly mental blocks I'm feeling. If something's in your head and it needs to come about, you know how to get this job done. You're not typically the type of sign to just sit in your head and stew over things, unless you're just eager to get down on a project and it's just not the right time. Like, say, those thoughts we have at 3 a.m, okay? Getting up and going out and, I guess you could say, gathering all of your friends to put together a big project for, some extra credit or something. That's not happening at 3 a.m, okay? But it is time to move past those mental blocks where you're holding yourself up and make a plan that can take all your action and really give it the momentum, really give it the push when the time is right. The Knight of Cups is telling you that you need to look forward to any friendships that you have and let go of any that aren't. The Knight of Cups is very friendly energy with the dolphins playing in the surf far behind him as he sits on the cliff where the water cannot reach him. Okay? He sits in a very watery, very emotional state, but he is on top of things. In reverse, this says if something is getting to you emotionally, you need to master it and just don't let it get to you. You may be a little edgy at times if things look like they're not lining up your way or you're running into hiccups in a project, but you've got a good head on your shoulders. You've got good momentum and you've got a support system. So, one or two people who may be doubting you really aren't worth your time. Don't let that self doubt bleed into you either. The World card indicates that you are very aware of what is on offer to you at this time, and you are pulling energy from all directions in order to move forward through the month and into the year ahead. I like this card because it's unlimited potential, basically. You're going to tap into this unlimited potential and you're going to be able to move forward. And this is going to be your power play. Nothing is wasted, right? This card just keeps jumping out, it ties to everything. If you draw energy from all of the directions where it's available to you and use everything that's at your disposal, you absolutely cannot go wrong. So let's see what kind of blessing we have. I'm going to draw a card, a blessing for my beautiful Leo. What blessing is available for Leo in January of 2025? You have the Knight of Wands, the passionate knight, the guy who's going forward and get it done. So this is you. This is your blessing, Leo. Use that passion that you're known for, that fiery energy to take things and bust them into creation. And don't be afraid. Don't hold back. If you have to rethink some things, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with taking 2 seconds to breathe. But if you have the momentum, you have the energy, you have the drive, keep going, okay? Because you're unstoppable at this point. I love this reading. Thank you so much for joining me, Leo. And I want you to have a wonderful January 2025. My name is Echo. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Take care.